everybody, this is Sybil. Welcome to my channel. So this last week I finally got to making some Christmas cards for Christmas in July. Now today's Saturday the 29th, so I have the rest of today as well as Sunday and Monday to make some more cards. So I'm hoping to get that done, and if so, I'll have another video next week. Okay, so what I did was I shopped my stash. So each of these cards are made with products that I've never used before. So that was a lot of fun. Okay, so my first card, I used the Paper Tray Ink Joyful Snowman, and I have a lot of little extra pieces in there. You know, I save those so I can use them on my next card. And it comes with the die set. And all of these cards are finished, meaning they all have a sentiment inside and they have a handmade label on the back. And all the labels were made by my precious friend, Susan Lafferty. Hi, Susan, if you're watching. I love her labels. I love everything she makes. It's so beautiful. Okay, so here is the card. I popped up the snowman. I'm going to stand up, make sure I'm in frame. So if I go like that, I'm still in frame. Okay, sorry about that. I just want to check. I adjusted my camera a little bit different, so I just want to make sure that you can see what I'm sharing. So I added some gems to the little pinwheel snowflakes there, popped up the snowman, and I did do some distress inking on him with some distress ink. All the blended backgrounds except for 2 cards, and I'll mention those when I get to them. These were all done with Distress Oxide inks. So I added some shimmer from my Nouveau glitter pen, glimmer pen, whatever it's called, you know. And then it says Happy Holidays. And there is the label. And my next card, I used the gingerbread camper die set. Oh my goodness, there are so many little pieces. It took quite a while to make this card, but it was, I'm gonna make sure I'm in frame again. It was a lot of fun. And I hope that you can see all the cute little details that goes into a card like this. I say if you're going to make a card like this, make sure you have a lot of time slotted for card making, because, you know, they have 1 gumdrop die. So they don't have like a die with like 3 or 4 of them. No, just 1. So you've got to run it through your machine over and over. So you can see I had to run it through 5 times to get those 5 gumdrops. So there's the inked background. The sentiment, I'll be home for Christmas if only in my dreams, is from Winter Window. It's a stamp set from Paper Tray Ink. I'd never used that stamp set either. So I popped up the camper. I used Nouveau drops for the wreath for the berries. And yeah, it's just a fun, cute little card. And it says Happy Holidays on the inside. And there is another handmade label. And then my next 2 cards, I used the Clean Line Christmas from Simon Says Stamp. And this is designed by Kathy Zilski. So I used a technique I learned last year from Yana Smakula, where you use a colored cards, you use colored cardstock, and then you use dark ink around the, you know, your inked image. And so that I did that, and I used Memento inks on these cards for the darker edge around. And then I did the gold embossing on all the images and sentiments, and then also on all sides of the inked up panel. And then I used a corner chomper for 2 of the corners there. And it also says Happy Holidays. I try to match the label. This one has a blue frame with the blue card, you know, and so on and so forth. And then there's this one. Oh, I don't think I mentioned, I put these pretty little shimmery toppers, you know, little pieces for the toppers of the trees. And then there's this one, same premise. I used some pearls on this one, and it says Happy Holidays on the inside as well. So those are fairly easy to make. If you use Distress Oxides, you have to kind of wait for that ink to dry. But if you use a different type of ink that blends real well, it'll dry fairly quick. So I used this Spellbinders. I used the Open House Sentiment Steps and the Christmas set, add-on set. I used that. And I have, this is a really neat die set. You can make a card for all seasons. It has pumpkins for autumn, so you'll be seeing that. Next month I plan on making autumn cards. And I plan on making one of these with a pumpkin on the steps, or a few pumpkins on the steps. So that is the die set that I used. And here is the card. So I made kind of a mini slimline, but it's not too slim. It's kind of thick, kind of wide is what I mean. But it is a mini as far as the size and the length of it. And I used vellum for all the windows. And I used red behind this punched out Merry Christmas, so that would stand out. And I used my score board to create lines for like the siding. I don't know if you can see that or not on the back panel. And I used Nouveau drops on the centers of all the little flowers. This little mailbox that'll open up. That's kind of a cool effect there. And it says, wishing you a day filled with joy. And then my next two cards, I used the Sunday Drive All Occasions Sentiments. So all the sentiments on these two cards you will see come from this. And in fact, the sentiment on that card I just shared was from this one. And I had purchased this, I think 2021, yep, 2021. And it was a Spellbinders Club. Excuse me. I had not used that before. Well, like I said, I haven't used any of these before. So I made this cute little card. I'm not sure, but I put little, if it'll show up or not, but I put little dots of diamond stickles all over. And talking about dots, I used the Nouveau Sunshine Drops. I don't know if it'll show up or not, but I made garland on all of the trees, and it's the tiniest little drops there to create the garland. So all you do is literally just kiss the paper with the Nouveau drop, with the Nouveau nozzle, and it leaves the teeniest, tiniest little drops there. I hope you can see that. And it says, wishing you a day filled with joy, and then Merry Christmas. And then I love this little package back there, delivering smiles across the miles. And then I used, which I did not show you, I didn't turn it around. For this next card, I used the Sunday Drive die set with the Christmas add-on. So this has Be Merry and Ho Ho Ho, and it has Santa and a reindeer and garland. And so here is that card. And it was so fun to make. Santa has 8 pieces to him. 8 pieces. Let me show you real quick. So this and this, there are 4 little individual pieces on each of these dies. So because I wanted red, I wanted his mitten black and the fur white, his hair white, I had to run those pieces through 3 times with 3 different colors. Oh goodness. But it was fun. So I popped up the car, and there you see Ho Ho Ho, and that is done in, the backing of the Ho 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 is done in gold. No, it's done in red foil, same as the brake lights. And then this bumper is in silver. So cute. I embossed Merry Christmas and did a fishtail banner there. And then I popped up this whole panel and just put it on another white base, card base. So I love that, clean and simple. I put a gem here and just some little dots from Nouveau, Sunshine Nouveau again. And it says North Pole Express Delivery. And my last card, which is not really a Christmas card, but I'm going to show you anyway. I used the Warm Heart from Trinity Stamps. It has a coordinating die set. And I made this for one of my dear friends. And this card, this stamp, I should say, stamp set can be used to make Christmas cards because you've got the little scarf and you've got the hat, you know, and then there's the heart. So I did ombre coloring on the heart, and then on the word heart, I used my white jelly roll pen for the little dash lines and the dots on the scarf, the hat, as well as on the words. I added some little sequins, popped up the heart, and on the inside it says, I miss your face, I miss your voice, I miss your smile, I just miss you. And that is from another new to me stamp set from Pink Fresh Studios that I have not used before until now. And that's Miss Your Smile. And so, you know, Valentine's Day comes in winter. It's in February. It's still winter time. So yeah, I thought I would share that with you. I did make that this week as well. So thank you so very much for watching. I hope I was in frame. Sometimes I'm just not. I get a little too carried away, and I think I'm in frame when I'm not in frame. Well, I don't know where to put everything. I don't have room. So thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'd really appreciate it if you'd give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Bye for now.